All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm back again with Vagrant Story here. When we left off, I was having some issues against the boss, so I took a little bit of time to read up on some of the mechanics of the game here. And while I by no means claim to understand it all, yet I certainly understand a lot more at this point. And I did play a little bit on my lunch hour here just to do some prep. And experiment a little bit. And I think we've gotten to the point where we should be able to continue on here. So we're gonna do that. We'll see how far we get it, right? And hopefully, I won't run into as many blocks as we move along here. And I'll try to explain what I was doing wrong as far as I understand it as we go along here. I'm sure there's going to be some fault in that explanation as well. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's jump into the game and we'll continue on here and see if we can take on the wyvern here that we got stuck against last time. So here we are loading. Right. We came from the back there, and this going forward should be the way to the enemies and boss. I guess first things first. Might as well do the heal while we go through this. And I'll walk through a little bit what we did here. Or what I did on my lunch break. So, first thing I did was craft a new weapon. By combining our iron and bronze axes, I was able to get a blunt goblin axe or goblin club that I named our basher here. So the damage is a bit higher, I think. The strength is a bit higher. We do have the affinities, and it's a blunt weapon as mentioned. It still has most of the bonus for beasts and dragons that we had on our axe previously, but I think the main thing I'm getting out of this is that I should be paying less attention to class and more attention to affinity. So this is a physical weapon at the moment, and as I believe most of these are. The big outlier is the silver weapons that have a big light component to them, which is why they've been so good against undead enemies, as I understand things. But again, yeah, most are aligned with physical. The other thing here is that I've been paying way too little attention to the damage point and power point, I would say the PP abbreviation is for. Yeah, basically, if we go too far down on these meters, we're gonna take a big hit to our damage output as well. So we want to keep both of these high as best we can, basically. The damage points will go down as we use the weapon, but we can use temper to sort of blunt or shore up against that, so it'll go down more slowly. And power points will be gained by killing enemies and using Instill, which I also unlocked. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into the dragon here, or the wyvern here again. And hopefully, if you recall how we did last time, you'll see that we are doing much better now. Let's go ahead and get this one. It's good. We'll pick up the bearer roots that we can. We're gonna use the sword still here. I think we want to do a little bit of crafting when we get back to the workshop in order to actually upgrade this a little bit as well, but we'll take care of that when we get there. Now, let's just go ahead and enter the fight here. Yeah, let's go for the arm state. That seems to like our best, but still. So, that's too fast. There we go. Try that one. Try that one. Try that one. No. And I'm too slow on a lot of the passes here, but it'll be fine. We'll take this one out. There. Knuckles, I think we are well equipped with as we are, so let's leave that. Yeah, right arm's gonna be our best bet again. Too eager by far. Perfect. I need to get better at timing the second hits on the square and circle chains, I think. I feel like that's my main problem right now with my timing. Let's go ahead and heal. And we're gonna start out by switching back to our club here. But we may swap in the battle and see why, but for now, let's go with this. Just to show that we have learned some lessons at least here when we go to fight the wyvern. We shouldn't be having the weapons equipped when we are just exploring either, is one thing I've learned. That does drain the power points as far as I understand. Risk 0, let's move inside. Wyvern does its thing. We'll draw our weapon. Go ahead and buff ourselves and debuff the target. Buff here. Move into close range as soon as we can. Degenerate the wyvern. Then we'll head into targeting here, and you should see a big improvement on our stats hopefully. So now hitting the head will do 27 damage, 41 on the neck, 46 on the body, 26 on the legs. So you can already tell that we are doing much more damage at this point here. The problem we're having is that we're still not very lucky with hitting. You know, we can take some hits here on the legs, for example, but the hit percentage will go down pretty quickly with our risk. And we should be up. I just realized we should look into our battle abilities as well. Yes, we're gonna grab Fireproof. And we can just show the chain abilities here as well. That we are using Heavy Shot for damage, Temper for a bit of damage, and damage points regains, and instilled for a very little amount of damage, but also adding that to the power points meter. What I'm gonna do next here, hopefully, I figured this out while testing this out on my launch as well. We want to swap sword here. And we want to try to move around the wyvern. We're going to need to buff ourselves again here, unfortunately, because we changed equipment, but that isn't too much of an ask, I don't think. I think the big problem with this is going to be, let's see here, if we can get to it. Yeah, the tail here has a weakness to bladed weapons, and I believe a pretty low penalty to hit percentage, which is why when we attack here, it's going to be relatively useful. And obviously I'm still no good with my chains here, but we can at least do some pretty good chaining and damage if we do get a chance to hit her. The awkward part here is obviously going to be maneuvering around to get towards the tail, because we're not doing a lot of damage necessarily with the rest of our abilities here. But if we can get to it, works wonderfully. And that's that battle. Congratulations. Let's see what we can get here. Strength +1. Strength is a good one to get, I think. And we're getting a Hyacinth Sigil that unseals a door in the abandoned mines. Cure Tonic and Grimoire Ignifuge contains the spell Paragard, temporarily raises armor's fire affinity. So if we come across enemies that do fire damage, that's gonna be useful. So that's what a little bit of proper planning and care can do for you here. Let's go ahead and heal. And I'm wondering if it's worth it to go back and save. I think it might be. And we'll see if there's any dogs or anything like that here. No, there isn't. Cool. Very nice. If I remember things correctly, we had found the door where we can actually use the Hyacinth Sigil. What I'm wondering is if we need to head to the workshop for them or not. Yes, please overwrite my file. I did pick up a lot of weapons here, and got to put them back, so there may be points to it. But maybe we'll just go ahead and explore forward instead and see what there's words there. Let's have a look at the map. So, and line. There we go. The Hyacinth Sigil is unlocks something there, and the latch unlocks something there. So that's probably a way forward at the very least here. But let's have a look in here as well, I suppose. Oh. They put dogs in here for us. Very nice of them. We should probably just go ahead and have a look just to see. Let's do some exploring here, see if we can find some things out about our canine friends as well. Yes, please. Hellhounds. Do have... Actually, we can't tell. Alright. 57 damage seems alright. Oh, fire breath. I'm fast. That's fine. Let's have a look and see how the cloud does as well. $75. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Perfect. Should probably start tempering on these enemies by this point, being as we're gonna be killing them relatively quickly. Oh, hey. How are you guys doing? 36. I think the sword does more to them right now, still. Obviously, the class that we're building on these weapons do have an impact. It's just that they don't have as much of an impact as you know, you're led to believe by the beginning of the game here. A lot of things are just, you know, very obfuscated here, and that's why it's easy to play the game wrong, so to speak. And I'm sure that's part of the appeal for a lot of people. See here, for example, we have... Let's see if we can have a look. On the Golden Leader. Oh, we're being degenerated. That's unfortunate. Let's have a look at the status. No. Goblin Leader. Has an affinity to physical, but air damage should do fine against it, and it's not really happy about blunt weapons. So, this is gonna depend on where we hit them as well. So you can see the physical and air numbers are different between different parts of the body here. Same is true for the types of damage we're taking as well for parts of them. Now these mostly align here, but I'm sure that certain enemies later on will have much larger differences between them. Let's put on the club. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can alleviate the debuff here as well. Even with it though, we're doing much more damage here, I think, so... Let's not worry too much about the past step, I guess. It's our takeaway here. I am, again, going through some issues here. Oh, hello Heather, welcome back. Oh, poison mist, that's rude. Let's do something about that. Here we go. Yes, welcome back to the chat room, Heather. Let's see you again. I know my streaming hours may be a bit hard to catch here sometimes, so I am very happy when I get repeat viewers. Here we are. We've gotten through the little setback we had with the game here last time. And I think we're set to proceed a bit here, hopefully. It is what it is, indeed. I do have to maintain some sort of working hours still, so let's have a look here. So we can take the stone. Oh, you're at work at the moment. Okay. Don't get into any trouble on my account, but if you are able to watch streams and things like that, I'm very happy for your support here. Let's see if we can make this jump. There we go. It's puzzle time. So there appears to be a way up here. Question becomes... yeah. Can't... No, we can. There we go. Oh boy, so are we... I'm not sure how we're supposed to do this necessarily here. How do I get them all the way over there? Do I... Okay, no, first things first, let's see how far we have to go. It's not too high, but it's high enough that I think we need both boxes. Oh, okay, cool. Again, don't get into any trouble on my accounts, but it's good to know you're willing to spend your work hours with me here at least. There we go. Oh, one box did the trick, I suppose. Well then, where does this lead us? Have we been in here? Oh, this... Let's have a look at the map. I think this puts us all the way around to the other side of the room. Yes, interesting. So if we open up here, we'll have the hyacinth door on the other side here. We've unlatched it. There we go. Interesting. Very cool little shortcut sort of here. Up. Oh boy. Let's do our best to hit the... Oh, come on. That's not the target. No. Come on. Hit percentage here isn't great. So let's hope we can actually get to it. I wonder if these are something I should be using swords against as well. I think we've already checked that, but let's maybe have another look just to be sure. I'm not sure if you've caught any of my VODs on this here, but obviously it's slightly better. This is a pretty different game from the Final Fantasies that we played through for here. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's obviously taking the time to follow up on all the hours I'm putting against these games here. I wouldn't expect anyone to follow up with everything. Come on. Yeah. So feel free to ask any questions you might have as we move along here, but I think I'm gonna have a hard time trying to explain it all. Probably in one go, so come on. Let's see if we can actually hit it at least. Yeah. I did bring a crossbows. Maybe that's our best bet here in order to actually hit these guys, because they're very annoying right now. Ashley has reclaimed the sword break art, Rending Gale. Okay. Let's see what that does. Rending Gale has the same affinity as weapons and it does piercing damage. Yeah. Let's do that. Boom. Big hit. I think piercing damage might actually be the ticket there as well. Anyway, we're gonna keep moving here. I think it is very interesting how you have both this puzzle aspect of the game and the obviously the number crunching RPG part of the game here. And they're both pretty involved in some ways here. We're gonna unlock the door. We've used up the high temp sigil. Good to know. Means we don't need it anywhere else, I'm assuming. Let's do a little bit of healing here. I think the gist of the things we've found here is that the game obfuscates. Door open somewhere. Oh. Where do I need to go? I guess we're going up here. Oh. Oh boy. And fire breath. And I'm too fast on the defend. And we're moving away. Ashley made it through. Boy, putting me through the gauntlet here. How are we doing? You're not gonna take a lot of damage at all here against this one. Let's reflect on someone back to you though. Back to our club, I think, if I'm remembering things correctly here. Prepare to see me going through menus and things like this a lot as we move through here. 48. Do we have any better hit somewhere? No. Let's go with that. Boom. Chain that into that. And miss the next chain because obviously I would. It's slow there. Let's go ahead and try to take out the leader here first. There we go. How do you feel about clubs? Well, okay, how do you feel about clubs? We'll do better with swords, I think. Well done. Should probably make sure to use a cure bulb or something like that while we try it here, I guess. because why not? It's indeed 59. Oops. Hit. Hit. Ah, almost had it. Had well enough to actually take it out of this here, so. Yeah, our arms are still our best at everything. Let's start off with the should probably go to the steel as well as a bit more. There we go. Oh hey, that's big crit. We do have another save point and crossroad here, so maybe we'll make use of that before we start moving on. Our dungeon crawl here. Oh, no. Don't need to draw the weapon, that's fine. Save things for now. I don't remember if we've ever had to cross across a room that had that timing mechanic that we had saw before here. Again, and so if it'll trigger again or not, but I guess we'll see if we find the reason to backtrack from here as well. But there we go. Now, where to start? Came from behind here. Let's start to the right, perhaps. Look. Okay, big, sort of empty room. Makes me a bit... yeah, figured. Oh, hey. This seems like a fire type enemy. Okay, let's go ahead and... first things first. I'm assuming that we'll need the grimoire for the... let's see here. Not sure we explosion just yet. Pyro guard seems reasonable. Let's use this on our armor. Resist fire. We learn resist fire. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other things we can learn about this enemy here. Fire elemental. Yeah, analyze it. Probably go ahead and degenerate it while we are at it. I'm not sure if it's going to be using strength attacks or not. Very possible that it be magic based, but either way we've done it. Let's have a look here. So, fire elemental. Yes, obviously has a strong affinity for fire and is slightly weak against water on the arms. Blunt weapons are best. I'm not sure if that's not too much for us here though. Okay, and legs seem to be about the same. then the question becomes, can we add any gems to our weapons that would help? I'm not sure if we have any gems that would help if we even could. First thing here, for example. That's edged weapon. Increase the power against undead. Increase the power against humans. Versus power against dragons. The Undine Jasper here does increase water affinity. The question becomes, which weapon would be best to give it to? I guess the rapier here? Or rapier here? Yeah, let's give it a go. We will experiment and see how it goes. Yes, please. And we'll try to equip that. Maybe we'll see how to do with the sword here first. Oh, fireball. We have a bit slow, but we are set up for that. That's not very much damage at all with this, obviously. Let's go ahead and try the see here, where did we put that? Test one. See if this does the trick. Oh. I'm fast again. That's unfortunate. Go ahead. Close. No. Piercing water doesn't seem to do the trick either here. Spirit Surge, is that gonna hit anything? It is, but it's not gonna be totally viable for us to do it like that, I don't think. Let's give it a go. He does keep spamming fireballs here. And I am too fast on the draw. Okay, let's go to the club in that case. Not sure if this is gonna help, but if we can do damage to him with it, it's separate from doing 0. Nope. Definitely not the item effect recharge 100 MP. Not in the right setup at all here, unfortunately. We do 3 damage. And you know what, let's just go ahead and take this L here, I think, and we're gonna explore the other areas before and see if we can find any means to do a better setup here before we try this one again. Yes, feel free to fireball me. There we go. This really is a punishing game when you don't have what you need. And again, we may be doing a lot of backtracking here throughout session as well. It's our first time through it. We can surely allow ourselves a bit of backtracking. So we are. Let's try the left-hand door the first time here then. Oh. Okay, how are you doing? Let's analyze you. Our little mimic friend. What's your deal? Let's see here. Air damage, fire damage. Does well. Piercing does well. Well then, let's see what we've got for air damage. Actually, let's see here. Spirit Surge does light damage, I think. Which, you know, does damage but isn't great. Instead, then, let's maybe try. And this is where we go into our menu and find the Demolier spell instead here. Oh hey, how do I move it about here? Does it hit everyone around me? Is that it? Okay, now that sets the height, and this will the hit area, I'm assuming. So that hits there. Okay, that hits there. Interesting. That doesn't do too much at all. It's both of them though. Explosion level 1. I am using a spell with a that isn't very spell heavy, you know, so doesn't necessarily surprise me. Let's see about taking you out first. Here we are. Oh. Chasing you down. You. Cool. Leather glove. We'll leave this. Let's see if we can find any weapon that would do it more good here. We do have piercing weapons, so maybe that's gonna have to be our best bet. Let's try the rapier here, perhaps. No, I thought that was. Maybe it's not good enough at all. Either way. Yeah, piercing does the best, but yeah, it's just not good enough, I suppose. See if we find anything with a better air or fire hit. Then air 11. And fire, nothing above 5, I think. So I guess maybe that's our best bet in terms of weapons. I'm not sure if it needs to be the highest level for it to actually have the affinity, or if it's just higher affinity with it. Doesn't really seem to help here. Okay, you know, let's just fall back on our magic in that, if that's the case. Then we are gonna need to use more MP for that though. So we our weapon run more quickly here. Maybe we can just run away from it as well. We don't need to fight it technically here, so unless we are locked in with it, but we can move and back up. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and heal our numbness to start off with. Then we'll head back out and come on. Defensive arts. Do we have anything that more to get paralysis and numbness? Okay, let's go with that. First things first. Cure bulb 2. Second, let's become less numb and head back out from here. Actually, let's see. X first. No, doesn't. Okay. Cool. We slow walk out of here then. Okay. Now we can use the spirit person again. Silver key, huh? And let's try the door in front of us then as well. Yeah. Our power points are low on a lot of the weapons that we have here, so maybe that's something that we need to go ahead and take care of as well. Let's check this out to start off with. You again? The enemies here really can be annoying time to time. Let's start off with Bob and take out the captain then. Go. Slow. That'll be that. That's fast. 1, 2, 3. No, still fast. Took it out, but still fast. We'll figure something out here. probably, but got another one of the mimics here. Unfortunate. Oh hey, that's a big hit. We are hitting an air here, so yeah, 1 damage isn't great. Let's try the Spirit Search instead. Our hit percentage isn't great, but we did. Rending Gale. That does hit with air right now because we do have. This is probably our best bet then. Using our Rending Gale several times. And hopefully not dying in the process, but there we go. Let's go ahead and heal. Yeah, boy. We do at least have a penalty for it here. It's nice. Let's heal again. Then we can try out the Gale again. And we'll go for the guaranteed hit to be sure. Animations on some of these hits are pretty nice as well. We're not really getting out of here though. Let's head up here, have a look what's in the box. It's bound by magic, but we can take care of that. Unlock it, please. That's the wrong button. Chainmail sleeve, salamander ring. Imbued with the essence of a salamander fire spirit. Mana breaker increases the chance of evading magical attacks by 20%. Must be equipped on a shield. Oh, here we go. Grimoire Undine containing the spell Frost Fusion. Temporarily raises weapons water affinity. So we may need to use that here. We should be able to grab everything, even if the chain sleeve here. We can't grab both the chain sleeve and the salamander ring, so let's go for the ring. Taking the mana breaker, elixir, and grimoire. Yeah, it's fine. Luckily there wasn't any weapons that we needed in there. This probably is enough of a gear change that we should look into options for. Taking on the fire spirit here again, no. First off, let's have a look at our items and our equipment and our accessory here. Fire, affinity, water -10. So that's gonna... Is this gonna hurt our offensive water output as well? It may. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe we're better off just using that for now then. Should look into setting a stone in our shield though. Pelta, Tark, Quad, Shield. Actually, which one is best against water here, or fire, as it were? Affinity, Fire 6, water -7, Fire 8, water -7. I'm wondering if this is gonna be a better bet for us. Can I look at my states here a bit? Guess that doesn't help us here, at least. Let's have a look. Anyway, we had a Tard J. Oh, it's very low on power points. Maybe that's what's doing it here. Mana Breaker increases the chance to evade any mana. I think that's what we want to go with. Let's go. Okay. I'm wondering if we need to fight some enemies to get the power points up, but we'll experiment with that if we need to. For now, there's nothing else I need to equip necessarily, I don't think. Let's actually have a look. Ring leggings. Probably want intelligence defense here. Put on the wizard robe. It's fine. It's fine. Assume that's all fine as well. We don't have the staff with us, do we? We do not, but it's probably fine anyway. I wonder if we... No. We can experiment if we need to, but for now, let's just save here and we'll get in there and fight again. Lots of things to take into account here, and again, I don't think I've necessarily internalized a lot of the advice I got here, or at least not how to turn it into actionable output. But I think getting the water spell Seems like a good bet on how to proceed a little bit here at least. Let's just have a look at it and see. Temporary wrist swap. Weapons water. Filthy, yeah. That seems fine. As far as I'm aware, we can't raise both weapon and armor at once, but maybe I have that wrong. Either way, though, I think we're just gonna go ahead and get going here sooner rather than later. Put us back on fireproof, even if I'm horrible at timing that. And yeah, let's give it a go and be very defensive minded if we can here. Flame Spear level 1. Oh boy. Ah, I'm fast. That's fine though. Bring more Undine. Water plus 8%. Seems like a big upgrade here, so let's see how that does for us. Oh yes, much better. There we are. Boom. 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 Fireball. Slow. Fireball should be need to do some more healing here as well. I'm too quick by far on those. Let's go for quick cure and bulbs if we can. I think we may want to save the MP just in case here. Yeah, we don't need another one just yet. Go. Fast. I need to wait for this much further. That's that enemy taken care of. I knew doing some exploring would take care of the problem for us. Now, where are we at right now with our upgrade here? What will we get? Agility +1. We're gonna take the Grimoire Flamme for the Flame Sphere. We're gonna take another Elixir of Queens for some more HP, and Monotonic sure won't go amiss. Put away the sword, a little bit of healing. happy I'm learning a bit here at least. Go ahead and hit full. Not sure if there's anything else in here or not, but we can at the very least look around. No, nothing here. Don't think there's anything in this corner either. Let's climb up and look, I suppose. No? Cool. Let's go ahead and save. Not that we couldn't do this again, but I figure why do it if we don't need to. And let's use the elixirs here as well. Get some more int, get some more HP. I'm glad you're finding it interesting here, Heather. I worry it's you know, a lot of you know, in depth. Okay, I need to use this item on this item and this spell on, you know, to up my bonus here, and I'm not sure how listable it is. So it's good to hear you enjoying it here. It is a very nitty-gritty, let's get into stats and systems kind of game, which is very cool, but doesn't necessarily make for the most listenable session here. Ah, yes, playing the ND really puts you in the mood for stuff like that, I find as well, so. I'm happy you're enjoying it, if nothing else at the very least. Let's go ahead and save. And we'll continue on here. Hopefully find a storage box soon. So I don't miss out on any valuable weapons or anything like that. But yeah, so far I think this is a very cool game because the presentation of it, particularly in the cutscenes, is, you know, stellar. It's, you know, top tier for the system. Then you get into combat, and it's a lot of, you know, going through menus and, you know, digging through percentages and trying to find the precise position you want to have your character in to hit the tail of an enemy and things like that. And yeah, suddenly, you know, a lot of the good narrative pace that they have is grinds to halt with gameplay, and it's not something that I mind necessarily, but it's an interesting dichotomy, to be sure. Let's go for this physical shield here. Yep, like D&D indeed. Let's go ahead. There we go. One dog down. Another dog hopefully down here. Here we are. Move for the door. Oh, we're... Okay. I see what we're doing here. This is gonna be slightly awkward if I do it wrong, but let's give it a try. First and foremost, climb up in the box here. Then when we're in position, we're gonna use our grimoire to put the milestone in place. Here we go. Not moving. We have the spell. Let's see if we can gauge the correct way to jump. Depth perception. There we go. I wonder where that falls under. Enchanter? No, that's art. Yes, sorcerer perhaps? Fixate. There, yeah. Platforming can be a bit awkward here, but let's see if we can make it if we... Yeah. There we go. That did a trick. And that's a lot of boxes. Will one be enough? I think it may be. It may have to be. And if not, we'll go ahead then. Oh. Push. 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 Jump and climb. There we are. Okay. Poison mist, huh? Let's change our defense ability to again. I suppose. Do we have the right one? Oh, there we go. Lol, we're both kind of saying the same thing, trying to get something to cooperate. Yes, I know that feeling of trying to fix something that doesn't want to be fixed. When Jira just wants to be a bobber at work or something like that sometimes here. That's not the rule. Let's try that one. There we go. Oh, yeah, they're gonna heal each other? That's just rude. Come on. Excellent. There we go. Let's take you out next. Oh, hey. We unlocked something. Chain abilities. What do we have going on here? Reduces foe's MP, adds numbness to attack, inflicts amount of additional damage equal to 10, and the damage that Ashley has sustained. Interesting. Reduces foe's MP by an amount equal to 20% of the MP Ashley has used. I think we maybe want to add numbing points to have that option. Not sure how useful it's gonna be, but let's do it. Boom. I need to get better at doing these chains again here. Boom. Boom. And this is slow. Here we go. This is slow as well. And I am slow, apparently, but we'll take it out here. Once I learn how to... we're full on armor, unfortunately. Yes, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and use the antidote. So back to our sword. That's where we want to go. And then we'll go into attacking The last one. Where are you going? There we are. For you. Whereas, all right, that takes care of these guys. We'll do some more healing to be sure. That's fine. See where we end up. I'm hoping we'll end up near it. Sports box. This is a small room. Oh, we got something else going on here. Earthquake. Did that unlock something else, one wonders? Or is that just a portent of things to come? Unlock the door with Fern Sigil. When did we pick up the Fern Sigil? After the boss, perhaps? Or the elemental? Boy. You know what? Can we analyze it? No. Okay, they're just so annoying when they're out of range like that. Let's see how the crossbow does. I do generally want the shield, but let's give it a go. Does decently, to be sure. This is actually easier for me to chain with, I feel like, because I have an easier time following the audio cue here. That's gonna be useful. Take the Vera route. I guess the crossbow is my weapon here. With that said, let's put on the sword or club and shield again here, but that's an interesting thing. Maybe I should be looking more for the audio cue than the actual pop-up for the icon on the enemies we're fighting here. I don't know if that made any sense to anyone but me in my head there. But what I was trying to say, the pop-up for the notifier that we have the chain window. Try that perhaps. Go for the audio cues instead of the visuals. What do we have up here? Whoop! Whoa, that's scary. That's a troll if I ever saw one. I guess first things first. What have you got going on? An ogre, huh? Okay. Enter status. ogre. Fire penalty is a bit low, but overall they're all pretty high. Physical, air, and fire are about on the same level. Just like piercing weapons. That's the same across the board here, I guess. So head doesn't like edged weapons either, but okay, let's go for a piercing weapon then. I think we're gonna need to degenerate and put on our buffs first though. Let's go here. Physical, air and fire. I guess we're at 15 air right now on Mandangos. Maybe that's our way to go. Go ahead and use a door bulb. Perhaps. Actually, we don't need to. What was I looking at? Right, anyway. Let's generate you first. Seems like a good idea for the big bad ogre. Draw our weapon. Oh. Stacy ourselves. Head in close, see what our attacks do. 5, 10. Hitting the head seems like our best bet here, as mentioned. It does appear to be running away from me here, so... You know what, maybe... This may be a case of hubris here, but maybe let's go with the crossbow. No, we don't want to discard it. What am I doing? There we go. And then we'll post Stacy ourselves again. I mean... That's fine. There we go. Fast. Yeah. More bulbs, please. Probably should be looking to minimize the damage we're taking here. As you passed. Right on. Nice. Right on. Nice. Slow. Oh, wait, missed. ahead again. We are pure bold. Yeah, I don't think this is the optimal way to take this one out, but we're not as far off as we were with some of the other enemies here. Oh, we missed the first one as well. I guess we should go ahead and lower our risk a bit with a variable. Go. Right on. Nice. Well timed. Send that right back. Go ahead again. A lot of misses there. That's unfortunate. I guess maybe if we start to miss a lot on the same chain, maybe we should just go ahead and look into doing less. Yeah. Chains. Have that back. Yeah. Let's continue healing here. Will vary root as well. Went right back. And hit. Again, please. I think we're having a lot of issues hitting more than one combo here. I feel like. Maybe we'll just, leave it at that in that case. As we go through here. So it's ahead. Send that back. I'm wondering if maybe we should. Oh, that's the generate taking off. Let's go with this. I wanted to see if we should maybe use the Grimoire as well. We got one fire Grimoire, right? Flamme. Let's use another mana root first. Let's give it a go. Ah, one was not enough apparently. Yes, that's a lot of mana we're investing to be able to use fire spell. Actually, was that a... No, it's the flame sphere. Yeah. See if we can hit as many parts as possible here. That's just about it. No, okay, not friendly. Okay, that does not really work. Now let's go back to healing ourselves in that case. Lower our risk again. Right now our chance to hit much more important than our chain bonus, I think. Let's go with that. That's the end of our equip up. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do another one. This is much more slog than I thought it would be, based on previous encounters here. Send that back. Maybe at this point we should start using heal rather than all our roots. Sure, we must be getting there sooner or later. Oh, that's a big hit. Glad we got that taken care of. Yes, please heal me. Another heal, please. This little devil did 150 damage to me. That's a lot. Missing right now. Oh, okay, there we go. It was the grind for sure, but we do a cool turn to not look at it as it falls down dead. See if we can grab another buff. MP +1 seems like a paltry buff at this point here, but got some bulbs, a strength elixir, and Rampart containing the spell Terra Guard. Temporarily raises armor's heart effect. Yeah, sure. Sure thing. Now then. I guess we're moving on here. How many more bosses do we need to fight before we find our next safe area here? Hopefully not too many. We are gonna wait for our risk and mana to recover here as well. And put on some more sensible adventuring weapons. I say, and then we'll move on, and then we'll have to contend with a lot of bats or something like that, but for now, let's go with this. There we are, have a little rest here. Risk does tick down pretty quickly, and he does tick up at a decent rate still as well. Oh, well. I definitely hope you're not watching while you're driving ever here, but it's good to hear that you're able to get home at least here. Let's have a look. What's happening here? Oh. Agent Merlot's. We're seeing through her eyes now. I'm assuming we are. Well? What do you see? You find us strange, no? Unnatural is more the word. That thing you do, it... Tisk, tisk, tisk. They have formed into 3 groups. They are wounded and increasingly wary of being split apart. They seem less focused than our visitors last night. The soldiers last night were trained elites. These latecomers are mere sellswords. Guildenstern doubtlessly wished to catch us in the Grey Lands, yet we proved too cunning a quarry. It is a hollow victory. Our losses are greater than the blades, and they have cut our puppet strings and turned them against us. They will soon hold the surface. We are lost. We have sacrificed much, yet it need not be in vain, need it, Harden? How can they control our servants? How? Not all of them can. Only a few. Yet we are the masters, are we not? We've been betrayed by one of our own? I think not. The Cardinal has prepared long for this. 20 years watching, waiting. Think! They struck us just as we were moving on the Duke. They knew our plans, Sydney. Temper, Harden. You must learn control. We are lost, Sydney. Lost. We must leave now or we'll be warming our toes in hell. I said control yourself. I'm telling you, all is well. Trust me, Harden. All is well. We are friends, you and I. Is that not so, Harden? Give me your trust, friend. Yes. Friends. Take the Inquisitor with you and go ahead. Oh, and don't be too rough. What will you do? Just going to pay a visit on Guildenstern. Worry not, friend. Use sigils to lock all you can. It will cost our guests valuable time to unbind them. Sydney. If we are friends, do not compel me so. Never again, Sydney. Oh, that boy again. He intends to die. This way, come. It's interesting seeing how we sort of have this sort of psychic connection between the characters as we move along here. Oh, and who's this? What have you done, Sydney? Okay. Let's move along. Where does this put us? Oh, is this somewhere we've been already? Town center west. Yes, this is the Rue Vermilion, but oh, it's on the other side of the chasm here, I think. It seems to be. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Let's go ahead and save here then. And we will see where we can head next here. One way would put us back towards the river where we can cross before. Maybe we can do that now in order to have a little bit of a shortcut or something like that. And one way seems to go further into the city here. Rue Bouquet. Okay. Let's have a look. So maybe I can have a look at the map. That's the exit we came from. That's right next to it is the exit to another area, and up here we should have the exit towards the river. So let's start off there. If we can access the workshop, I will be very happy. Ah, yes, our stone is moving now, it appears. Whoop! Oh no. An enemy. Spell Hercules. Let's just move away from you. Oh, hey, more. Right, these are humans, and we are using an arrow-lined weapon right now, which is probably not great against them. Let's go ahead and check to be sure. But I'm assuming we're gonna want to use physical damage against them. I wish they analyzed that a bit of a higher hit rate. It doesn't seem like the type of spell that we necessarily would find fun using lots of times just to get the information that we want, but yeah, let's have a look here. Crimson Blade and this one. Yeah. Physical affinity and blunt weapons seem to be doing well, so let's go with our club. Maybe it's just the archers here that don't like the clubs. You again. There we are. Yeah, and the club doesn't seem to do much here. Are we airlined on the club now as well? Or, okay. I guess we've just fought so many enemies that are airlined that we're hitting that as well. Let's go for the sword, and that's probably good enough to take this one out. Anyway, yeah, we are airlined here as well. Interesting. Try the sword. See what that does. Yeah, that's better damage at least here. Yeah, I think focusing on the sound effect, it may prove to be more useful in general. Here we are. And we can not enter the area there because that's not actually the store or the... Come on, another one. Okay, what's the two-handed one weak against then? One wonders. Really? Gonna make me miss still? Let me see what they've got going on. Yeah. One with the club is also weak to physical and a bit more weak to air as well. Yes. Doesn't like blunt weapons, alright. So, blunt for our friends with two-handed weapons, I guess. Okay, here's one buffing. We'll go ahead and swap the weapons and buff ourselves. Actually, that's not... Yeah, well, let's give it a go. Give ourselves a buff, then we'll degenerate him so we can be rid of him, hopefully. Or be rid of his buff at least. Okay, he's just gonna keep using the spell as best he can, I guess. And that's gonna mess us up. Let's take you out then. If we can. We do want to get as many chances as we can possible, I guess. FFX chain isn't too bad. Let's go for the arm this time. That's enough to take him out. Cool. We're gonna need to leave the chain coif. And this should be the workshop. There we are. Right. First things first, we're gonna do some combining with some of our weapons. Let's have a look. We combine our blades. We can combine. Let's see here. Let's see if we can combine the bronze rapier and the iron spatha into something usable. Maybe it's better if we go for the bronze scimitar and the iron rapier. Let's see what it turns out if we do that. So we keep the air affinity. Gain a point of physical affinity. It still is a edged weapon, so that's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. We should be able to build up our points pretty quickly, I think, if we keep using it. What do we have else? Guisarm and another Guisarm. Great axes. What do we get if we combine two great axes? Does that do anything at all? No, it's just another great axe. That's fine. Combining armor. We do have a couple of different knuckles. Bronze and iron knuckles. What does that turn into? That's also Hagane. Interesting. I mean, it's an upgrade against both of them, I guess. So maybe let's just go with that. Let's see if we can combine anything else in terms of armor. Bronze boots of different kinds. Now it's just a lot of bronze stuff right now. Let's have a look if there's anything we can do with. Out of curiosity, Guisarm and something else. The spatha. No. Rapier. Comes a saber mace. Down two-handed. Nah, I don't think that's anything that we want. Gas draft bow. What's the spot now? We're just gonna put away some of these things then, I think. Let's also make sure that we repair everything. How does that affect our acquired power points here? We can still use most of our weapons, I'm assuming here. Wait, where's our... Where's our sword? Did we just fail to make it? Right, let's see here. No, we need to... okay, I'm getting it now. We got the blade, but we need to set it to a handle. That scared me for a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can set it. Assemble blade. I got a spatha with a grip. Short hilt. Cross guard. Cross guard's probably gonna be more useful. And gems. It's air aligned right now. Have anything that's gonna help that. Increases power against undead. Slightly increases power against humans. Power against dragons. Chance of evading numbness. Increases water affinity. I mean, let's give it the human one, I suppose. Okay. Complete attachment. We can name this something. What can we name it? Let's name it the Bane. I guess. In lieu of anything else. I do sort of go towards short names if I can. So we've got the Bane. Group that. Actually, quite a nice weapon model for it, I think. Let's go ahead and access our box. Yeah, let's check the container. Let's sort some things out. Such as weapons. We do want the silver dagger for light damage. Can probably put away the great axe. The iron spatha and the rapier as well. We're gonna keep the crossbow just in case. I can put away the Guisarm blade. Don't think there's any reason for us to carry that. Short hilt, wooden grip crossguard. Let's maybe deal with just one wooden grip for now. Keep the bucklers, that's fine. I always forget that it probably should be equipping the armor as well before going to the box here. But we'll start by storing the weapons, that's fine. We'll end the item transfer there. We need to save, because for some reason we need to save. Alright. Let's look into our equipment then. For the rest of our body. Ring sleeve. 29066 minus 3. I think that's fine. Let's see about the other. Yeah, it's fine. The bear mask, check with. I don't want to take too many hits or agility if we don't have to. Let's see here. Leather cuirass, ring mail. I'm actually looking into if there's anything I can do in terms of upgrading our weapons, our armor as well. Still getting used to menuing here. I go out too far and I go into close. Combine armor. Let's see here. Leather cuirass. Okay, we can't. Okay, that explains it. Ring leggings. Not because they're... Oh, because we're in the wrong workshop. That's why. This is only bronze. We can't use leather here. I see. In that case, I think we're happy with the setup we have here. So we'll put the rest in the box. What's in the box? Lots and lots of weapons and stuff. Store armor, reinforced gloves, cuirass. We'll maybe have a look at this again if we come across another workshop that lets us use more stuff here. Store it, store it, store it. Maybe leave the ring mail instead of the wizard robe. That's fine. I'll keep the salamander ring as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let's save again. Yes, please. We are coming across the quarterway of the map exploration here, at least, I guess. So I guess that's sort of an indication of how far we have left to go. Obviously, necessarily going to be true for how much we have left to go in hours, but in traversal at the very least, I guess. Let's end things on the best note we can here in terms of healing up. And in terms of getting back our MP, and we'll do another save, I think. I'm wondering if we should head back and see if we can get towards the next save point further on in the progress here, or if we should leave things here. I'm inclined to push on a little bit here, just because I think that's might be advisable. Then again, we might want to we'll see. Let's go ahead and save. Push on a little bit further, and then we'll leave things for tonight, I think. There we are. Probably go ahead and leave. See if there's any more annoying guards around here. Doesn't look like it right now. As we head on. Here we are. Should be more here though. There we go. Oh hey, this one's taking no damage at all. Let's analyze them and see why. I think it may be that we need to just build our PowerPoints up again here, but let's see. Crimson Blade here. Oh, it's strong, so we should probably debuff it. It's got pretty good air affinity actually, which is bad. Let's try to degenerate it first, and then we'll see how it does. And again, we do need to build our PowerPoints onto the sword here again, so that actually did the trick pretty well. Oh, hey, heal. Good for you. Can we get another hit? Something good here? The arm. There we go. Takes it out. Shane Coif, let's grab it. How are you doing here, sir? Let's degenerate you as well. Getting the right distance here isn't necessarily super easy at all times, but we've done it, sort of. Let's have a look. Status for this one. I guess that didn't actually hit. Oh no, we haven't actually done the analyze yet that. Can't just use one spell and then expect another spell to go off at the same time. Of course not. There we go. Now we can have a look. Physical air, that's pretty good actually. So it's got decent edged defense, but maybe it should be fine. Anyway, yeah, it appears to be. The generate does its work. We'll build our power points again. Go. A glaive. Let's not. Oh. Wait for the stone to come back to us. We move on to it. We move off of it. And let's see what's around this corner. And actually, let's have a look at how our weapon is doing as well. That's not the setup I wanted. Let's see. Bane. No, we build the power points pretty quickly, so that's good. Soul could do with a little bit of building as well. It's fine. So this is probably locked. The root inverse. Okay. That's the way back to where we came from, which has a save point, so let's maybe just save here in case. Then we'll keep going. Past the next point. See how we do. Here we are. Keep going just a little further here. Then we'll see where we'll end for tonight. Another cutscene. Sydney's moving away from us. Surely he knows we're following. Oh, her again. We can pass through here. What have you found? Ancient Chaldean lettering. It's quite worn, nigh unreadable. Anything useful? I think not, yet. Yet? The carvings are particularly deep in places. They're quite charming. What do they mean? There's more here and here. Ancient Chaldean, from Millencamp's time. Ah, truly. These were written before the birth of St. Iocus. A time when sorcerers were common as sellswords. What is it? The Cardinal, he will stop the legacy of Millencamp, the grimoires, from falling into the wrong hands, will he not? Of course, my love. To cede its power to a fanatic such as Sidney would be madness. I fear he already has the Grand Grimoire. What think you? I do not know. Yet surely he would not be here chatting so amiably if he had. The Grand Grimoire, the ultimate codex of sorcery. It's only a book, a covenant. Yet it's the prime mover, the machinery of life itself. And if you had that book, Sydney, you wouldn't know what to do with such power. Then pray tell, what purpose have you been in league with the Duke these many years for? You seek to control men, nay, to control God himself. Oh, please. Warping the minds of men and shepherding the masses has always been your church's domain. You lure sheep with empty miracles and a dead God. Or perhaps you too are a sheep, Samantha. A poor little lamb bleating for your faith, as though it were milk of the poppy. Yet mark your savior well, for he is one of the demons you so fear, Samantha. Be silent. A sweeter faith still is the draught called love. Be wary, Samantha. Don't let them get to you. Ah, truly the Cardinal's own hand. Your will is strong, Gildenstern. You are not the only shepherd here, Sydney. Watch your crook, lest it be wrenched from you. It's no use. We must make haste. The fiend! Run, Sydney, run. You will be ours in the end. The Grand Grimoire. Okay. Locked, will not open from this side. Guess no one just bothered to check. This one's not opening. Okay. Is there a door here? No. Are we just not meant to go through here? We may not be. Or maybe... there's not really platforming opportunities around here. It's the door on the other side. I guess we're heading back. Yeah. Whoa, hey. Okay, let's generate you. Should speed things up a little bit. Indeed. Boom. 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 That was fast, but we did it anyway. Ah, we unlocked something. Chain or defense abilities. Siphon soul, reflect magic. Plus light affinity damage. It reduces dark affinity damage. I'm not too worried about light and dark damage right now. But maybe I will be in a while. What do we have here then? Paralysis pulse adds paralyze to attack. Sure. Can we generate you? Indeed. Boom. 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 I'm getting better. I'm not great yet, but I'm getting better at the things at least. I'll take one shield, that's fine. We may need to put it away later. Are we just heading back? Let's have a look at the map here. There's that's locked with a latch. That's an exit to somewhere. How do we get to there? Is there a way through here somewhere? Actually, that's where we came from. This goes nowhere, and this is how we get back to the area with the save point. There's a locked door over here. Back with the root inverse. What then to do? That's not the area, I don't think. And again, this is just the way back here. I figured this would be the way forward, but I'm not sure how to get there. There's an exit there somewhere. Actually, there's an exit up there. Okay, I see now. Let's head back. That one was a bit subtle. I didn't see it first. There should be one up here somewhere. There we go. Puzzle solving. Haha. Okay, that's just a big chasm. Can we make it across? We can. Okay. Anything else here? Not really. That's a way out. Let's see about attacking you. There we go. Find the right angle here to see what we're actually doing. That's all well and good. There we go. Let's not pick that up. Don't think we need it. So this is where we were. This one's not opening. And now we can continue down here, potentially. There we go. Navigation. Yes, the church bells are ringing. This is creepy. Got one way forward there. These doors are barred. Let's see what scary things are gonna pop at us here. Okay, we aren't gonna want to grab our dagger here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There we go. This one's standing up. Let's start with you. I wonder if we need to generate these guys as well. Doesn't really actually do much. Really are having lots of trouble getting here. There we go. Oh boy. Send it back. Cool. I have no idea where to go here. Let's start with healing. That's probably a good idea. Here we are. Forward or to the right? Let's go to the right. See what we can find. Oh boy. What's this now? Giant enemy crab. Oh boy. Right. This might be awkward. Alien close. Find out what you're weak against. Find out what you're weak against. Really now, come on. There we go. Giant crab. Doesn't like air. And doesn't like blunt. We can probably take care of that. Just to make sure it's the same across the board. Mostly piercing in the mouth, but otherwise I think it's a pretty safe bet. Let's go ahead and put that. See if that does the trick. We're gonna go ahead and cast we don't have any spells for. No, we don't. So let's cast Rostasia on ourselves as well. And then we'll see how we do here. Not too bad at all. Chains. too bad. Fast there. Too fast again. There we go. Well timed. Fast. Special attack tail rush. Oh boy. That's too bad. Well timed. Got the crits. Let's try to get as many hits in as possible. Hey! That was pretty quick work, I have to say. Decent. Surely decent. Cool. Another little buff. This time HP plus 3. Alright. Would rather have strength, but that's fine. Pure Wolves. Elixir of Queens. And Grimoire Sylph will give us Luft Fusion for air affinity. That's gonna be useful. Put this away. Put this away. Go ahead and heal ourselves. Head through and hope that we have a save point through here, I guess. I mean, we can't rely on it, but would seem like a good guess, at least. Let's check. There we have save point. We'll continue on from here next time. For now, that's gonna have to do it. I think we got pretty good progress here. Took care of bosses. A few went pretty well. A few went not so well, but we did it anyway. And I think we're in a good state for moving on next time here. We're not gonna win any awards for most optimal play or anything like that, but we're getting through it. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for following along, both in the chat room and then if you're watching the VODs. I will be back next time. I'm thinking probably Monday. I have some things to do during the weekend there, so I don't think we'll have another extra session. If there is some time, maybe I'll do some prep work myself on my own time, but we're not going to make any more progress. We're just going to leave things as they are here. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you all very much again, and I'll see you Monday as we move on here in the amount. Good night, everyone.